Okay, so all I'm doing here now, okay, is Josh is obviously throwing that nice big punch. I'm keeping the hands up this way, so I'm not defending on the inside where I'm here. I want to be on the outside. So as that punch comes through, I'm there, bringing the arm around, striking him into the hips, stepping through, and just taking his balance. And all I'm doing with the foot is locking my foot behind Josh's foot. And then as I bend this leg forwards, it'll automatically lock this leg up, which will take him down, which is a really easy balance disruption, I suppose. So again, as that push comes through, strike it, and then take him down. So in effect, all I'm doing is striking and bending my right leg.
Yeah, the fast one.
Okay, so in and out, and then go straight down. So, and it does work out to be a nice little fast technique, so as that punch comes through, in, and then it goes down. You okay?
Yeah.
Because if I break that down a little bit slower, because if you was to throw one punch from the other one first to there, and then on there, okay, my leg is already set through to actually get that strike on, just bring it through and take the leg out. And obviously the after, I could stamp down onto his inside of his leg as well, which always hurts. So go for the 1-2. So 1, in, and then take down, which will disrupt his balance as well. And again, it's within this 3-second fight rule. Again, so 1, in, and then he's down, and then I stamp onto the inside of his ankle should I want to. Okay, 1, in, down. Again, I'm preferring to stamp at the moment, however, depending on where I am, I could be on a curve, I could be somewhere which is unlevel, I may choose not to stamp, I may have no choice but to stamp if I'm falling over. So there's all these sort of things that you've got to take into consideration. From there I could stand back, and I could run.
Oh, I got it too quick.
Yeah. So again, as he throws a 1, in, okay, there's my root, striking into the hip. My foot's already locked nice and firmly behind his lead leg, and just stepping forward will take him straight down. And that old saying of the bigger they are, the harder they fall, it's true. Sometimes it's harder to get them to fall, but when they do go, they go quite hard.
It's a good thing I'm a little person, yeah.
It is, okay? 1, 2, in. And then stamping through. So you've got that sort of movement. The only difference is this time I pulled my leg back as opposed to stepping through. But it's again, nothing's in concrete, nothing is there concrete because other things will factor into it anyway. So 1, 2, 3, in. And then just step forward, and he goes down to the floor. Also, obviously, as he's throwing those 1-2 punches, and I've got this route where I'm in here, okay, that doesn't stop me. I don't have to go straight through with this takedown. Depending on the situation, I may need to control Josh, okay? So by turning him around here and putting him into the choke, okay, would be, you know, maybe beneficial to that sort of situation anyway. Okay. Okay. So the idea is the route, or the set, what we have set. Okay? Yeah. Is generally, okay, the parry and there, that would be the set technique, that would be where we're getting his body to move into that position. It's not written that I have to put my leg behind or in front or whatever, okay, it just shows that we can move and evolve everything, okay, to the situations that's needed. There may be a danger of him getting back up if I take him to the ground and re-attack me. I may need to put him into a choke to restrain him. He may not have gone down in the first place. I may not have been able to get my foot into him. So there's lots of different variables that can happen. I could miss completely, but turn around and take him down from there. So as long as the route is followed of the MEME techniques, anything else can be applied, and it's always to suit the individual as opposed to suit the system. In. Okay, and that again was a slight different variation. That was against the face, which again causes a lot of problems and it hurts. But the point is, he's restrained. If I go across the throat, I'm taking him out, I'm choking him through there. So 1, 2, 3, in. That causes the body to double, which is what I need. Turning him around and locking him down by the neck. You okay? Okay, is obviously another way of dealing with that kind of technique.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different variations
Cheeky
you
enough,
can use from this anyway, and the core stays the same. It's movement, bang. Okay. Now from there, okay, I obviously can't reach to get my foot in to actually attack his feet. So the next point of it would be his neck. Yeah. Okay. Now obviously he does have arms. He could attack me with his arms, and I'm sure there's people out there saying that I would do this, that, and the other, which is fine. But all I need to do is turn my hips. Okay, as I turn my hips, I have him locked down where both sides of his neck are, you know, restricted and trapped. And he's finding it difficult to breathe.
Yeah. Got me pulse in the head.
Okay. Okay, and again I can vary it a little bit more. I can add something else onto it as an extra. So 1, 2, bang. So I'm straight through. Now hitting there, I may have missed the hip completely, hit it on the thigh. I may go to this, but something else happens where I can then turn around from here and then just bring him up into a guillotine. So I can just step up, okay, which will take him straight up. So without that movement, I've always got something from nothing.
Always sick then.
Okay, if I do that one more time, nice and gentle, okay, so there's the route, okay, I try and do something, he doesn't allow it. Okay, straight away, I take him up and I guillotine him and I choke him from that way. So there's no movement. That could be again because we're in such a short space of area where I'm not going to get that movement. It could be that he's had several drinks, he's fallen. But either way, the movement is where I haven't been able to go one way, but I can go this way. Now he's a very strong lad, so he could generally go and pick me up and toss me. Okay, so from there to that point then where I would then drop my body weight and not allow him to pick me up and throw me. Okay, like a rugby thing. Okay, so rugby tackles are obviously very, very dangerous anyway because they're picking you up and throwing you to the floor, so you can stop that providing you lock down and you use your balance.